Hi friend, come back in my class. And last lecture we have seen in Euler formula theorem e raised to the power I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Proof. This is the Euler formula. This is already seen in last lecture. So again this is repetition. Now this is the expansion series 1 plus x square upon 2 factorial x raised to the power 3 upon 3 factorial x raised to the power 4 upon 4 factorial and so on. And this is the sine series. This is the x minus x cube upon 3 factorial x 5 upon 5 factorial x 7 upon 7 factorial, and this is the cos series. Expansion series, sine series, cos series. And put in expansion series x is equal to I theta, means complex number. This is the I theta. Then we obtain 1 plus I theta plus I theta square upon 2 factorial, I theta cube upon 3 factorial, I theta 4 upon 4 factorial, and so on. Now open bracket. So this is the 1 plus I theta. I square means minus 1. This is the minus. This is the I cube minus I square into I means minus I. And this time we obtain this new series. Then separate without I and with I. So this is the real part and this is the imaginary part. Now e raised to the power I theta is equal to, this is the cos theta, this is the cos series, and this is the sine series in the form of theta. So this is the cos theta plus I sin theta. This type, this is the Euler theorem complete. Now remark, in the above derivation the series for e raised to the power I theta is rearranged, and this is admitted because the series is absolutely convergent, means this series is absolutely convergent. This is the part of convergence. So now replace theta by minus theta and theta by, in this theta by minus theta. Then we obtain e raised to the power minus I theta is equal to cos minus theta plus I sin minus theta. And by trigonometry we have cos minus theta means cos theta, sin minus theta means minus sin theta. So our new form is e raised to the power minus I theta is equal to cos theta minus I sin theta. This is the second part. Remark first, remark second. In remark second we obtained e raised to the power minus I theta is equal to cos theta minus I sin theta. Third part, e raised to the power plus minus I theta. This is the absolute value mod. So mod cos theta plus I sin theta, and this is equal to, this is already seen in first lecture, under root cos square theta plus minus sin square theta. Then we obtain under root cos square theta plus sin square theta, and this is equal to 1. So e raised to the power plus minus I theta is equal to 1. And next, e raised to the power z. Z means complex number x plus iy. So e raised to the power x plus iy, break into two parts, e raised to the power x into e raised to the power iy. Here e raised to the power x into e raised to the power iy, break into two parts, is equal to e raised to the power x into 1 is equal to e raised to the power x. So number 4 is again important remark. And why e raised to the power iy is equal to 1? Look here. Since e raised to the power iy is equal to, iy means complex number, cos, the value of e raised to the power I theta is equal to cos y plus I sin y, and then their absolute value under root cos square y plus I sin square y is equal to, and this is equal to 1. Therefore this part will be 1, and we obtain e raised to the power z is equal to e raised to the power x. Here this is the example. Now polar form of the complex number, polar form, this is the new concept for you. Let z is equal to complex number, be a non-zero complex number. Now geometrically it is represented in organ figure number 1, where the Cartesian coordinate are employed, means shown. Now consider the polar condition, polar coordinates r theta, where r theta, then x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. R and theta are real numbers. Now z is equal to x plus iy, substitute the value of x, this is the value of x means r cos theta, and this is I into r sin theta. R is common, r everywhere r greater than 0 and theta lie between minus pi to pi. Here z is equal to r e raised to the power I theta, means this is the value of e raised to the power I theta, means z is equal to r e raised to the power I theta. Now modulus of z, equating real and imaginary part in above theorem, then we obtain r cos theta is equal to a and r sin theta is equal to y. This is a new concept. This is the equation number 1, equation number 2. Now this equation 1 and 2 is adding after squaring, means x square plus y square. Here r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. So cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Then we obtain r square is equal to x square plus y square is equal to r is equal to under root x square plus y square greater than 0. This is the first part. Now second part, this second equation divided by equation first, means y upon x. So and sin theta upon cos theta, r cancel. So sin theta upon cos theta means tan theta, and this is the y upon x. Now then theta is equal to tan inverse y upon x. Since r is always positive, here r is always positive, it is called modulus or absolute value of z, means this is the formula of absolute value of x, under root x square plus y square. Now amplitude or argument of z, this is the for you, this is for you, and z is equal to here example. Here the example is expressed following in the polar form. This is the Cartesian form converted into polar form. Now we take first z is equal to I plus 1 plus I, and is equal to r cos theta plus r sin theta, and r is equal to mod 1 plus I is equal to under root this formula apply here, x square plus y square. So this is 1 plus 1 under root 2, r is equal to under root 2. Then theta is equal to tan inverse y upon x, tan inverse 1 upon 1. Tan inverse 1 upon 1 means 1, and the value of 1 is 1045, and 1045 means pi by 4. So this is tan inverse into 10 pi by 4, 10 remove. Now we obtain pi by 4. So r is equal to pi by 4. Substituting this value of r and theta, the required polar form is that 1 plus I, this is the under root 2 cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. Under root 2 is the value of r here, and theta is equal to pi by 4, pi by 4. This is called polar form of the 1 plus I. And same condition apply here in second and third. Next, find the real solution of the equation. This is for you, and these are the exercises for you yourself. Now this is the most important condition, a most important concept of our unit, de Moivre's theorem, DMT. Remember every time, DMT means de Moivre's theorem, and de Moivre's theorem is that we have already seen cos theta plus I sin theta is equal to e raised to the power I theta. So here whatever may be the value of n, the value are one of the value of, means this is the statement cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is, this is the cos n theta plus I sin n theta, where theta is equal to, theta belongs to r, and this is called de Moivre's theorem, and this is the statement. This statement is whatever may be the value of n, the value or one of the value of this part, means cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This is called de Moivre's theorem, and this is the statement. Now remark, above theorem means the meaning of the above theorem, cos theta plus I sin theta is equal to power n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Second meaning of this above statement, one of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is cos n theta plus I sin n theta, where n is equal to p upon q, rational number q does not equal 0. Now proof for this statement. What we consider the three different cases. First is n is positive. We take in first condition, here we take n is positive, n is negative, and n is fraction or rational number. So first case, n is equal to positive. Positive means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. We prove this theorem by mathematical induction method. Mathematical induction method means n is equal to 1. Put here Pn is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. For this method, first working process is n is equal to 1. Put n is equal to 1. P1 cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Means cos theta plus I sin theta is equal to power 1 is equal to cos 1 theta into sin 1 theta. So this type, hence Pn is true. This theorem is true for n is equal to 1. Now assume that Pn for n is equal to k. This Pn for n is equal to k. Come back on again in condition first, n is equal to k. Then this is the pk is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power k is equal to cos k theta plus I sin k theta. K is every time k, n is equal to k. Now multiplying by cos theta plus I sin theta on both sides, then this is the cos theta plus I sin theta power k. This is cos theta plus I sin theta power 1. Here cos k theta plus I sin k theta, cos theta plus I sin theta. Now left hand side base same, so our power is changed. So cos theta plus I sin theta power k plus 1, and here multiplying cos theta multiplying by cos theta, cos k theta multiplying by cos theta, and cos theta multiplying by I sin theta. So this is the cos k theta cos theta minus sin k theta sin theta. Here cos k theta cos sin theta minus sin theta without I, and this is I common, cos k theta sin k theta cos theta plus cos k theta sin theta. Now this is the trigonometric formula. So this is the cos a plus b and this is the sin a plus b. So cos theta plus I sin theta k plus 1 is equal to cos k plus 1 theta plus I sin k plus 1 theta. Thus pk is equal pk plus 1 is true, means pk is equal to pk plus 1. Here we take pk and this is equal to pk plus 1. Therefore by the mathematical induction, Pn is equal to means first condition is true, means DMT is true for n is equal to positive. Now we take n is negative. N is negative means n is equal to, we take a negative number, n is equal to minus m. So n is positive, m is positive and this symbol is negative. So cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power minus m. Put n is equal to minus m. Minus means we have here 1 upon cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power m. M is positive. Apply the first condition. So 1 upon cos m theta plus I sin m theta. We express right hand side, this right hand side, as x plus iy, means now rationalization of this part means 1 upon cos m theta plus I sin m theta multiplied by rationalization means multiplying by denominator number of given number in denominator and with negative sign means cos m theta minus I sin m theta, and this is cos m theta minus I sin m theta. So 1 multiplied by numerator, so cos m theta plus I sin m theta, and in denominator this is the a plus b, this is the a minus b, then we obtain cos square a square minus b square. So cos square m theta minus I into I square sin square theta, and I square means minus 1, so minus plus. This type in denominator cos a square m theta plus I sin square m theta means this is equal to 1. We obtain only cos here m theta minus I sin m theta. We have cos m theta is equal to cos minus m theta. This is conversion cos minus m theta, and this minus sin minus m theta means minus plus, so this is I sin minus m theta. means sin m minus m theta is equal to minus sin m theta. So this is again converted into minus m means n. So put here minus m means n. So cos n theta plus I sin n theta, since minus m is equal to n. This type DMT is proved for n is negative. This is the second case. Now third case. In third case, n is fraction or rational number. P upon q. Q is equal to positive. Q does not equal 0. Then we take here here p is equal to integer, with p is equal to integer which may be positive or negative, as q is positive integer, and we get here cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q raised to the power q. We take this condition only, theta upon q, cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q raised to the power q is equal to cos. Apply the first condition, q is positive. So first condition, cos q into theta upon q, I sin q into theta upon q is equal to cos theta plus q. Q cancel. We obtain cos theta plus I sin theta by first condition of DMT. Now left hand side, cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q raised to the power q, and power transfer here means we in right hand side cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 upon q. So this is cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q. This equation, the meaning of this equation is that cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q is the one part of qth value of qth root of cos theta plus I sin theta. Means this is the meaning of this equation. And this is if w is equal to v raised to the power 1 upon q, or w raised to the power q is equal to v, or w is equal to v is equal to 1 upon q. This means this equation shows w is the qth value of qth root of v, and this condition apply here. Cos theta plus I sin theta, cos theta by q plus I sin theta by q is one of the qth root of cos theta plus I sin theta. This implies cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q is one of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 upon q. This meaning is same. Now order change only. So one of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 upon q is that cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q. Now raising both sides to the power of p means we take power of p on both sides. So this is the left hand side, cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power p upon q, and cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q raised to the power p. P is positive. This is already given in previous. P is positive integer. This time cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power p upon q is cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q raised to the power p. And this equation again shows one of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power p upon q is cos p upon q into theta plus I sin p upon q into theta by second condition, means case 2. Hence one of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n. Why n? This is the value of n. This is equal to n, and p upon q is again equal to n. So is n theta plus I sin n theta, and this is already given in our statement. Again repeat this equation. Whatever may be the value of n, the value of one of the value of means cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is the one value of is cos n theta plus I sin n theta, where theta belongs to r. This condition already given in case 3rd. So this type our De Moivre's theorem is over. Now again repeat this. This is the condition. Remark means the explanation of this condition to we have two conditions: cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n, cos n theta plus I sin n theta, n belongs to 1. Second is one of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This is the given in case third. So n is equal to p upon q. Now we take three conditions. First condition means case first, n is positive. This is already given in our statement. N is positive, n is negative, n is integral or fractional or quotient number. So case first, n is positive. For n is positive, this theorem proved by mathematical induction method. So for mathematical induction method, first condition is n is equal to 1. Put n is equal to 1. We obtain p1 is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. This is the condition first. Now we take, assume that Pn, this type, this theorem is true for n is equal to 1. Now assume that P is equal to Pn for n is equal to k. Put here n is equal to k. Cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power k is equal to cos k theta plus I sin k theta. And here multiplying on both sides by cos theta plus I sin theta. And after multiplying we obtain cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power k plus 1. And after solving, this is cos k plus 1 theta plus I sin k plus 1 theta. Thus, this is true for k plus 1. Pk plus 1 is true, means pk is equal to pk plus 1 is true. Hence, this type DMT is proved. Now, case second, n is negative. N is negative means n is equal to minus m. M is positive. So, cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n, and here put n is equal to minus m. Now, minus m means 1 upon cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power m, and we obtain this part. So now rationalization method, this is already explained in 9th class. So this is the rationalization. 1 upon cos m theta plus I sin m theta into cos m theta minus I sin m theta upon cos m theta minus sin m theta. And after solving, this is the cos theta plus I sin minus I sin m theta, cos m theta minus I sin m theta upon cos square theta, cos square m theta minus I square sin square m theta. I square means minus 1, so minus minus plus, and in denominator we obtain cos square m theta plus I sin plus sin square m theta, and this is equal to 1. So we have only numerator here, so cos m theta minus I sin m theta. Now this minus symbol convert this type, cos minus m theta plus I sin minus m theta, and minus m is equal to, this is given, minus m is equal to n. Put here minus m is equal to n. Then we obtain cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So cos m theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This type DMT is true for n is negative. Now we take case third, n is fraction. Fraction means p upon q, where q is not equal 0 and q is positive. P is the any integer. So we get cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q raised to the power q, and apply GMT. So this is the cos q theta, q into theta upon q plus I sin q into theta upon q. Q cancel. So this is the cos theta plus I sin theta. And now left hand side, cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 upon q. So here power is q and here power transfer, then we obtain 1 upon q. So cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q is 1 of the qth root of cos theta plus I sin theta. The meaning of this equation is this, and this is already given in this bracket. So cos theta plus I sin theta cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q is the 1 of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 upon q. And 1 of the value of, now side change, 1 of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 upon q is cos theta upon q. Again 1 of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power 1 upon q is cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q. Now we take power on both sides, p power. So this is the power p. In left hand side, cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power p upon q is cos theta plus 1 I sin theta raised by q, cos theta upon q plus I sin theta upon q raised to the power p. Now apply DMT. 1 of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta, 1 of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power p upon q is the this cos p upon q. Apply DMT. Cos p upon q, theta plus I sin P upon Q theta, and the value of P upon Q is n. So put here n. Hence, one of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n is that cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This type, third case is proved, and hence theorem, DMT theorem, De-Moivre's theorem is true for the n is rational number or fraction. So this type our theorem is over. Now these are the results, and these are the conditions for DMT. So this is the real part here. Look here, first part is real without I, and second part is imaginary part. So we take here some important conditions. Real part must be cos theta, and imaginary part also must be sin theta. Look here, this is the real part cos theta and imaginary part sin theta. Second is the angle theta must be same. The angle theta must be same. Angle theta must be same, cos theta, sin theta. With cos theta and sin theta means theta every time will be same. Cos theta, 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 theta. Third is example, cos theta plus sin theta plus I sin theta plus I cos theta raised to the power n, cos n theta, sin n theta plus I sin n theta. This is wrong. Why? In place of real number, cos theta upside, and imaginary in place of imaginary, sin theta upside. Here cos theta plus I sin theta, cos theta plus I sin phi. This is again wrong. Angle is not same, so this is again wrong. Now different forms of the DMT. These are the results. Now cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power minus. So cos minus n theta plus I sin minus n theta is equal to cos n theta minus I sin n theta. This is the first result. Second result, cos theta plus I sin theta raised to the power n means cos minus theta plus I sin minus theta raised to the power n, and this is equal to n. Apply DMT, then we obtain cos minus n theta plus I sin minus n theta. Here apply trigonometric results, so we obtain cos n theta minus I sin n theta. This is the second result. Now third result is cos theta minus I sin theta raised to the power minus n. This is the important condition. This is the cos n minus n theta minus I sin n theta. So the first is cos minus theta means cos theta means in real part cos n theta minus plus. So this is I sin theta. These are the three results, and these results are most important results. This type our De-Moivre's theorem is over, and today's lecture is over.